Winghhi.
Brought you and other people out to Trafalgar Square today?
No, we was coming anyway. Like, there was a protest plan anyway. And then because some far right guys went onto media and said they're coming down here, some people got scared. But I'm thinking at a time when the whole world is standing up against racism, if we're not going to protest because racists are turning up, it sets a bad precedent. Because it means anytime we're going to do something and racists say they're going to come, we're going to back down. So we're just here to show solidarity and show that we'll never step down. This fight, even if it's 10 of us, 15 of us, 20 of us, we're still going to stand and fight for what we're fighting for.
Well, there were far more people, weren't there, on Sunday and Saturday
100%.
last week. Do you think that it's the same message from most people of black people and ethnic minorities, or do you think there's a real diverse mix of messages?
I think the main message you're going to get is justice, innit? A lack of justice. And people like to talk about the gang violence and no one gets up for the gang violence. I work for an organisation and that's what we specialise in, the gang violence. But the difference between the gang violence and police brutality is there's no justice when police kill us. So I think everyone's main message would be no justice, no peace. Amongst that, you might have different politics. This day, there was a mad sabotage on the numbers. People were sending around WhatsApp telling people that police are going to arrest you straight away. People were fear-mongering, you know, like that. So that's why there's not as many people today. But a lot of the man them said they're coming from 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So.
And maybe the protest that started in Hyde Park, maybe they'll end up here.
Yeah.
Does it concern you that there are far-right groups, whether they're associated to far-right groups or football clubs or whatever they're associated with, that they've come out because they say they need to protect the monuments and statues which were daubed with slogans last weekend?
I say let them protect their monuments and statues. For me, I don't know who done the monuments and statues. There's been thousands of people come out in Birmingham, thousands of people in Manchester, thousands of people in like everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And one statue get one person, maybe one of their guys, sprays on one and then they want to act like it's the end of the world. But what for us, we're caring about human life. We're out here because of Mark Duggan. We're not out here for a statue that we can replace. We're out here for Mark Duggan, Smiley Culture, Shukri Abdi, Edson, Ration, you know what I'm saying? Real life. We're out here for our people. You get me? And when I look around, you get me, I can feel thousands of angels beside us still, so regardless.
All this has been instigated because of what happened to George Floyd in Minneapolis. And I saw plenty of placards last weekend. The UK isn't innocent either. In what way would you say to majority of people in Britain what needs to change here in terms of racism and in terms of equality?
I think institutionally it's different, innit? But like, if we're talking about the police, the racial profiling is ridiculous. Police are only allowed to stop and search you if they see, smell, touch or hear something that directly links you to a crime. If they don't have something that they see, smell, touch or hear something that directly links you to a crime, they're acting out of their own prejudices. And we know there's police that have these right-wing mentalities. Some of them are with these man. Yeah? So a lot of police stop and search people based upon their prejudices. And that's why we're more likely to be stopped and searched and more likely to be arrested. But if you look at the statistics, the people that actually have the most drugs and the plethora of drugs, cocaine, MDMA, yeah, all of that, yeah, it's not our community. But we're more likely to be stopped for drugs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you go to the pubs, that's where you're going to get a whole load of drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Good, yeah? Yeah, man.